The title of this video is Collective Liberation Through Creation and Community. To say the least, the point we are at in time and what we are moving through as a human race is critical. It's pivotal. We are at a time where a lot of things are coming to surface. A lot of people, it may seem that are sleeping, we can say. People just kind of moving through the motions. People just kind of following, the same grooves, the same paths, physically and also in the mind, right? Everything is a mental construct. Everything we can see in the world is a mental construct. There is an interesting dynamic going on. I can say especially like with politics. And I made my last video kind of about politics. This is, I'm not going to go sit and talk about politics, but I am going to talk about the system and what we can see going on around us. Like, in my life, like I don't really give much time to honestly looking at what people are saying, what politics are saying. I know a lot of the older generations honestly will look down on me on that, like, you need to know. But no matter what they've said, it's never directly impacted me. Like in my life around me, it actually never has. Only the fact that it causes like stress and chatter among people. That's why I really don't feed into it. And also, like, I touched on this. I touched on this in my last video. If you want to go into these topics, just watch my last video where I, hopped on my little seat and had my conversation about the state of America and a message to the people of America. No matter who you are, no matter where you're from, if you're in America, that message is for you, from me. That dialogue, that conversation. Anyway, we're at a time where a lot of people are still kind of stuck in these outdated ways of thinking and living. Truly outdated. Like I think a lot of people, like, to put it simply, a lot of people are aware that, like, I think life has kind of, okay, I'm gonna let this flow. I'm not gonna criticize it with my thoughts. I'm just gonna let the message come through. So, sorry, I tend to consider, like, everybody, which is cool, but also sometimes I'm really deeply considering criticism of certain groups that are that maybe I shouldn't feed that energy into, if that makes sense. To put it simply, which that goes hand in hand with this concept, is that life is to be enjoyed and people are to be loved, to love and to be loved in return. It's just a reciprocal, like, natural thing. Like, it's crazy to see people that are so disconnected from other people. Like, just like they see a human in the street, they don't want to look at the human, they don't want to say hi to the human, they don't want to, like, be seen by the human at all. Like, humans are scared of humans. I'm not saying this generally, but I'm saying this in terms of, like, what I've seen and what I've experienced and kind of the state of some of our humanity that we are seeing. The system doesn't want us to be human. That's the crazy thing. The system doesn't want us to be human. It wants us to be kind of these like lifeless robots that follow the system, to give our energy, to give our money, to keep the whole thing running. Like, ultimately, at the end of the day, that's how the system of capitalism works. Okay? It's nothing about how you're benefited at the end of the day. It's nothing about it. To talk about something real, like, just like the last week in my life, okay? There's certain endeavors that I have been putting my efforts and energies toward, okay? Like, for example, buying a plane ticket. Second example, working on my business online. Not my business online, but doing work for the business online. And you know what I realized? And things didn't used to be this way. Things did not used to be this way. Everything, when you're gonna go buy something online or purchase some type of service or whatnot, it's like, here's the price, $100. And then it goes through like 5 more steps, and it's like, oh, and you need protection on this plan, and you need this and that, and there's also these other things that you need, which you don't really need. A service is a service, so why not sell the whole service in one price? Like, it didn't ever used to be like that. It used to be like, yeah, one service in one price. But now there's all these little gross, like little like, but you need this, and you need that, and you need that, and some of them like actually are like like you can't go through with the process without these little sneaky little add-ons, even though they're completely unnecessary, but the system makes you like think that they're necessary. It's pretty weird and pretty gross. Like, it's just like little uh this little quicksand of like consumerism, like, even though you're just there to get one thing done. I don't know. I don't know if that I don't know if I said that really nicely or clearly, but that's like the point at which America is at today, and it's just crazy because people are just doing it. Like, I did it. I did it, but it's just like, why why is the whole intelligence of the system based off of like basically deceiving people and being sneaky? That's something you can see right off the bat, like, about these things. The whole intelligence of the system is based off of being deceptive and sneaky, instead of just like offering actual services to the people for the sake of offering services and services being received. You see what I'm saying? It's all about some business behind the scenes, not about actually the service for its people. It's the same thing everywhere you go in this society. Seriously, it's crazy. Like, why is the mind behind this system of that nature? It's corruption. It's corruption, y'all. Anyway, so I'm 9.5 minutes into this video, and I really, I want to talk about collective liberation through creation and community. It's all a lead up to this topic. I'm telling you, it's all a lead up to this topic. So, um, you know, as we've kind of moved into this more like robotic way of being human, where we kind of don't have feelings and we don't want to have feelings and we don't want to feel our feelings. I would say that's a large theme across the collective. Um, it's just taboo to have feelings or to show feelings. Um, and it's really disheartening and scary because like we are human, we have feelings, we have souls, we are souls moving through this life in the vehicle of these physical bodies. Like too many people define themselves by their physical bodies. They've been made to think that everything physical is everything that's real. No, everything physical is a manifestation of a lot more things that are much higher. Let's talk about creation. Because creation shapes our physical world. We are creators. Can any of us deny that? We are creators. We are creators. We have the capacity to pick up a pen and draw all over a picture, draw all over a paper, whatever we want. We are creators. Now you can take that to other scales. You can take a massive canvas and paint all over it whatever you want. We are creators. You can put together a dance, like a choreographed dance show with its certain music, its certain lighting, its certain ambiance. Like, you are a creator. Great creations change this world. Not so great creations change this world. The more that I'm gonna say you and me, the more that you and me connect into our souls, into what is there, what is here, and put it into form in beautiful ways, even if it's like frightening or completely, utterly beautiful. You are letting an idea, a sentiment, a color, you are letting it free, you are letting it loose. And through that, through perceiving that creation, other people will be touched by it, other people will be inspired by it, other people will change the course of their lives based off of that. Even if it's just going home and creating their own creation, just because something inside of them was set free by witnessing your work. Like, it's beautiful. The more we can surface these ideas, the more we can the more we can surface these ideas and let these sentiments free, the more we will become free. Like, in the place that I live, you see like art once in a while, like in public. I mean, everything's art, but like in terms of like actually a creation, like art, like colors, can I talk about colors? Seeing like colors in the society that I live in, it's like it comes to you once in a while. You see a beautiful mural of something beautiful, or in certain areas, you'll see more expression. But in general, there's not a lot of expression. Like, it's very brown. It's very brown. Because everything's brown. I like the color brown, but come on now. If everything is brown, come on now. Like, and it's actually crazy because, like, so, like, there was this bike trail that I used to ride when I was over in that area and had a bike. There was this bike trail I would ride, and there's like a tunnel, right? And there were some people that went in and did some paintings, graffiti, whatever, on the walls in the tunnel, and I loved them. I loved them. I just like got so much joy just seeing those like expressions, right? And then I came, and they're covered in like a gray. It's like the wall was like light gray like that, and then it was covered in like this dark gray like block. Like what the heck? Do you see how like weird that is? It's very weird. Yeah, so what if it's like a nice public property trail? Like okay, I get it, but seriously, you're gonna cover color and you're just gonna put like a gray block? Does that, I don't know. People's brains are missing, I feel like. People's hearts are missing. I think that's what it is, like, mostly. People's hearts are missing. I'm sad. So, yeah. Uh, creation and community is powerful. I'm working on a project with some beautiful people from my community, and just to like speak all together, to share ideas, to share a vision and share a cause is incredibly powerful. And the heart of it lies in the vision of life that we want to see for others and ourselves too. Like a better world, truly, a better world. And it's just like we all have the freedom to do that. We do. People always, the system will always make you feel like you don't have certain freedoms, but like you have every freedom that you grant yourself. You know, it's just a matter of having the strength to bring it into fruition. Because it takes action, it takes consistency, it takes connection. You can't stay by yourself 24/7 and try to create something beautiful in the world. I mean, you can create beautiful things, don't get me wrong. But just to really, really make an impact and make a connection, you can't do that just by yourself. You can create a lot of introspective and, interesting work. But in order for it to impact the world and then for you to find fulfillment from that, you have to share it. You have to connect it. There has to be a connection. So just really want to emphasize that. Like there's power in numbers. This is a true statement. And we're going to have either large numbers that are just following blindly, or we're going to have large numbers that are thinking for themselves and creating beautiful things in the world and changing the world based off of creation and community. So don't be afraid to be yourself and to just show up as yourself. Don't be afraid for people to see you. Don't be afraid for people to judge you, even though it can be a little bit scary. At the end of the day, you being yourself is probably going to have more positive impact and more influential, inspiring like ripples than it is just going to be somewhere for you to be hated on. Some of the people getting all the like followers, whether it's in physical real life or in the mental realms or social media realms, like some of them are doing the most redundant, like dumb stuff. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. It's true. It's true. Anyway, create, connect to your community and create. We're gonna change the world, y'all. Anyway, blessings, and I'll catch you next time. Hope you enjoyed this video.